Hi everybody, today is Thursday, May 7th, 2020. Today we're going to practice reading some words and some sentences. So we have three different sheets that we're going to practice, and we're going to read going down the rows. So the first sheet is right here, and we'll start with the word full, and we'll just read down the road. So I'd like you to read with me if you can. And then we'll read the sentences. And then, as I said, we'll have two other sheets that we're going to read. Okay, let's start with the word full. So try to read with me. Full, today, which, once, while, family, white, though, every, often, went, walk, never, along, scar, laugh, fallen, full, scare, love, only, more, share, heard, when, wash, want, people, thinker, ever, what, where. Okay, now we're going to read the story at the bottom. Lisa and Ginny were walking in the forest. As they passed a clearing, they heard a loud laugh. It was coming from a small cabin. "Who could that be?" asked Lisa. "Let's find out," said Ginny. They ran to the cabin and looked inside. What do you think happens next? I want you to talk to somebody at home about that. What do you think happens next in the story? Okay, let's go on now to the next sheet. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start with the words. We're going to go down the rows, read the words, and then we're going to read the sentences at the bottom in the story. Okay, ready? Let's start with word. Word, because, there, by, circus, around, heard, early, world, kind, signs, hers, bright, water, ground, money. Now we're up here. Worker, most, round, laugh, light, though, sings, declare. Now we're in the last row. Walker, both, right, along, circle, warm, three, today. Okay, now we're going to read the story at the bottom. So I'd like you to read with me if you can. Tom and Alex like to fish. Tom likes to use rubber worms to catch his fish. Alex likes to use real worms. The best time to catch fishing worms is at night, Alex declared. Alex went out that night and found 5 huge worms. Tom was asleep in bed. What do you think happens next? So I want you to talk to somebody at home about what you think happens next in the story. Okay, we have one more sheet we're going to read, so we'll start with the words again, then we'll read the story at the bottom. Try to read with me if you can. Okay. All right, so we're starting with planet, anything, over, happier, something, stretch, full, often, now we're up here, soften, any, often, softest, early, there, happen, work, excuse me. Okay, we're up here. Street, word, planted, shaped, money, strong, those, open. Now we're on the last row. Plants, nothing, earliest, these, around, order, every, many. Okay, now we're going to read the story at the bottom. So read with me. Bobby was playing in his backyard. He heard a soft sound. He looked around. What was making that tiny sound? He walked over to the plants under the big oak tree. He saw a little beak. He saw a tiny tail. He gently picked up a tiny baby bird. What do you think happens next? So talk to somebody about that at home. Now, there's also a story about Wesley on Seesaw today. And there are also some phonics words to read on Seesaw. So I'd like you to practice those. And now I'll read from Ready Freddy, the King of Show and Tell. We're on Chapter 2 today. Chapter 2 is called For the Birds. After school, Robbie and I got on the bus. He was coming over to my house to play. Hey, watch where you're sitting. You almost sat on my head. What are you talking about? Your head's up there, and my butt's going down here, I said, pointing to the seat. My alligator head. It's in that bag, and you're about to sit on it. Ugh, that dumb head. Sorry, I said, as I moved the bag to the side. Now, they said dumb. That's not a real nice word, is it? You know, Robbie, you're so lucky your mom brings you all those cool things when she goes to New York for her job. Yeah, I know. I wish I had something really cool to bring in for sharing. Excuse me. Hey, what do you think we should do when we get to your house? Robbie asked, changing the subject. I don't know. Hey, let's go up to your treehouse and check on the birds, Robbie said. What birds? Jessie asked. Oh, there's this family of birds that built a nest in a branch right outside my treehouse, I said. There's a mom and 3 babies. How cute. This is the picture. Yeah, the mom always brings the baby worms to eat, and we peek out the window and watch her feed them. Ew, gross. Worms are so slimy, said Chloe, wrinkling up her nose. I would never want to be that close to something that lived in the dirt. They're not slimy, said Jessie. I love to play with them. I even ate one when I was a baby. Did it crawl around in your stomach? Asked Max. Stop it, yelled Chloe with her hands over her mouth. You ate worms. I think I'm going to be sick. She leaned over toward Max. And here's the picture. Great, I thought. Throw up right in his lap. I can't wait to see this. Hey, don't toss your cookies on me, said Max, squishing his body up against the window. You people are disgusting, said Chloe. She got up and ran to find a seat somewhere in the back of the bus. Good. Now I have the seat all to myself, said Max, stretching out. Hey, guys, can I come see the birds? The thought of Max Sellers, the biggest bully in the whole first grade, coming to my house was enough to make me sick. All I could think of was that punch he had given me right in the gut once before. That was something I never wanted to experience firsthand again. I had to think fast. I don't think so. My mom doesn't like me to have too many kids over at a time. But I thought it was just going to be you and Robbie. Yeah, it is. But my sister has a friend coming too. So, this is a picture. So maybe some other time. Like that will never happen, I thought to myself. That kid was so mean. It was bad enough he teased me all day at school. I wasn't about to invite him to my house. Besides, I could just imagine him wanting to pick up one of the birds and squeezing it to death. Luckily, just then the bus stopped in front of my house. Well, gotta go. Here's my stop. Come on, Robbie. When we got off, Robbie grabbed me by the arm. Hey, did you mean it? Mean what? That you'd have Max Sellers over to your house sometime? What? Are you crazy? Come on, let's go check on the birds. And that's the end of chapter 2. So tomorrow I'll read chapter 3. So make sure you check Seesaw if you have access to Seesaw, and you look at the phonics words and read the story that's on there. Okay, have a good day, everybody.